own business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down, but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So much for staying ahead of the chains with a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. They move the chains with a nice little run.
Yeah, they're making the chain gang hustle a little bit to try and keep up, aren't they? Because a lot of the first series of games are scripted, many times to probe and find some holes in the defense. Sometimes you attack with some big-time runs, too.
Go, let's go!
On first down, right back to ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So from the 37, here's a second and 8.
11. 30 left.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run with ETN. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Jaguars had 10-6 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
All right, let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
13 loose.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Okay, break.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. And this makes 0 sense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A nice run on 1st down, gets him 6 yards to the 31. Well, this defense for the Jaguars very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Right there, right there. Hook Warriors, gotta be. Let's go.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football.
Seven Pirates.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first.
First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence, he'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
As my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership in the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. These 2 teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
60 vices, 60 vices. Top low 18. Go.
On second down, here's Pierce. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Going for it with Pierce. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Viking, 18. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Cup 19, Cup 19. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he'll go down at the 28.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
First and 10, it's Stroud. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's got room to roam, and he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
Warriors 70. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up first and 10. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, Bud, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Here's second and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jags grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready, set.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the jump.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
On first down, here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Second and 10. Here's Stroud. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
On third down, here's Pierce. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 7-yard line.
All right, let's go.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tied game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
19. 18, 5 in. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. And Stroud now to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing now is Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's called by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Lawrence from his end zone. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. In motion goes the tight end. On 3rd down, Lawrence Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Easy. Read it, 44. Read it.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Sink right. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
11. Go street. Go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
79 Broncos. Bronco leading.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Trap 50, trap 50. Ready.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
19 Lions. Seven Pirates.
Stroud looking to throw. His throw incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
19 tight. Buffalo 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Rangers.
Stroud. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Pierce will try to pick it up. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Hey. Easy.
Draw play, ETN. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Running out of the gun with ETN. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 20. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
79 Broncos.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score, Jaguars 24, Texans 17.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
And then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And off the crossbar, and it kicks back out. Needed maybe a foot or 2, but it's no good as it stands. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Here's 1st and 10.
Warriors, got these. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Here's now up the middle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
So you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Trap 50, trap 50. 19 Lions. Let's go.
Now Stroud. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
70, 70. Get up. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18 Rebels, 18 Rebels. 19 tight, 19 tight.
A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Stroud getting his offense to the line quickly. Back to throw. To Pierce, they set up the screen. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Stroud. And he bats it away. It falls down incomplete.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Well, the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Jacksonville, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile,
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a real slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up wings for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got the shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the business, I'm a diamond and to run it back. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Happy birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both.